Hey there, YouTube. Petey Twofinger here. Today I'm going to be talking about guitar pedal building video. Recently I had done a pedal video about guitar pedal PCBs. These are the places where you buy the circuit boards that you populate with transistors, resistors, capacitors, diodes to make a guitar pedal circuit. So today I'm talking about a business where I purchase everything else, specifically the chassis and the switches, the knobs, even the potentiometers. So this is a Hammond 1590B box. This would be for a larger pedal. Comes in unfinished aluminum with a set of 4 machine screws for the fastener. So this company is called Love My Switches, previously known as Bitches Love My Switches, but they have removed the first word from the title of their company. No longer called that. They are called Love My Switches now. And the guy's name is Lawrence Scaduto. So jumping right in here, reading from the FAQ on their website, which can be found at lovemyswitches.com. What is Love My Switches anyway? It's an obsessive outgrowth of Lawrence Scaduto, who's the character behind Oh No Ho Pedals. For more than 10 years, he had sourced parts for pedal builders, both large and small, and along the way, he had developed many friendships among those who can talk for so long about things relating to sound that they forget to eat or urinate, just like him. So, bitches love my switches or love my switches. What do they got? They got stickers, they got t-shirts, they got LEDs, they got power stuff, potentiometers, knobs, 1/4-inch jacks, switches, stomp switches, PCBs. Hey, we were just talking about that. And enclosures. So starting with the enclosures, this is what we're talking about. I just finished this run of pedals. Here's a, what do they call that? It's a Phase 45. I forget who made it. MXR Blue Box. That was MXR. Univox Super Fuzz. This is a fuzz box that Pete Townsend used at the Live from Leeds album. Snow White, or I think this was called the Seven Dwarfs Auto Wah, and then the P2 Finger Secret Sauce Custom Overdrive. More on that later. So that was a line of, I think these are 125B or something, the size of this chassis, little rubber feet on the back. I just finished this line of pedals. I purchased the PCBs from Fuzz, who is in Europe. And these powder-coated enclosures, I believe I bought from Tata. Now, the thing about Tata, they have resistors and capacitors, transistors, IC chips. They've got some PCBs. I had another video where I talked about getting the PCBs, and I may have mentioned Tata as the place I like to buy my parts. The other place I like to shop is Love My Switches, and the reason I love this guy, he has a flat rate shipping, $6.50, no matter what your order is. He ships out of Portland, Oregon. He's always kind of expanding his stock of items that he carries, so you never know what new additions are going to be there, and that's what's cool. I'd like to see him ultimately become like a really bigger company and start carrying more and more, which is cool because I see now he's carrying potentiometers. So taking a closer look, there's the promotional stickers, the LEDs he's got mounted, pre-mounted in these cool bezels, and they run like $1, but they have the wires already hooked up, and they're attractive innie or outie bezel. Powering stuff, that is these DC jacks that we use, and he has the Lumberg style, which is this thin line jack that's smaller. The normal 2.1 mil DC jack is about the size of the United States nickel. So if you can imagine trying to fit that in here and then getting the screw on, the fastener on inside where the 2/4-inch jacks are in the way, you know, getting in there with the needle nose pliers and trying to. So I really like these thin line style. The only, what some would consider a downside on these to be aware, it is a 2 connector. There isn't room for the switch, because the full size ones have 3 connectors and there's a switch. When you plug the jack in, it disconnects the battery. So if you're going to use these, you're going to have to add another switch to shut your battery off, or do what everybody else does and just forget about having an internal battery, power it external, because that's what everybody does, because they all run pedal boards now. So powering stuff, the potentiometers are a great deal at 49 cents for the knurled alpha pot, 16 mil. The 16 mil alpha smooth shaft is 59 cents, and they have all values available. Knobs, everything from black plastic to colored aluminum, everything in between. He's got like Mo, Curly, Larry, and Shemp. He calls them different black plastic knobs. Kind of funny. Everything, and they're all a good deal. Basically, if it's on this site, you're going to have a hard time finding a better price. And if you do find a better price, it's going to be in bulk, and there's going to be like some kind of crazy shipping price. So he's the best deal in town, really. Now, it's love my switches, so the switches section, quickly. Solder lug toggles, PCB toggle, SPDT, DPDT, 3PDT, 4PDT, mini toggle, sub mini toggle, tie-way toggle switches, and then he sells just the washers and connectors, or fasteners, because we all know how you drop them, and you can't, they fall in that black hole and disappear. He's got soft click, soft touch, SPDT foot switches, DPDT foot switches, 3PDT foot switches, and 4PDT. That's really something. I purchased one of those and I have it here. He's got like the stop switches, the one that we use on all the pedals, this one. He's got such a variety of those. There's got the golden one in there and just about everything. Momentary contact, really cool stuff. And the pricing, again, you can't beat it. I mean, I think you for like $2.30 you could get one of these, which is just incredible. He's offering a PCB for a fuzz called the Weymouth Fuzz, which is a 4-knob, really cool fuzz. And then he offers the 3PDT wiring boards, which that's the little green board that solders onto the bottom of the 3PDT switch, and that enables you to hook up everything, all the wiring for the pedal, the in and the out from the board. The positive and negative from the board wire up to these ports for the in and out jacks, and then the power. It's all really self-explanatory, labeled. You just run the wires to where it says, and then it just works, rather than having to look at a diagram. And no, this is like a huge time saver. And that's, what is it? It's $1.99 for those boards. But not only is it a time saver, it helps to keep everything really neat. So highly recommended. And then getting back to the actual story here, why I ordered today, is his Hammond enclosures. He's got everything from 1590A all the way up to some honkin' monsters. And he also offers the bare aluminum. A 1590A bare aluminum enclosure is $3.50. Now, you can get a powder-coated white or powder-coated black 1590A for whopping $4.50. So it's $1. Now if you add up the sandpaper, the primer, the rattle can spray paint, all of that expenses for getting a pre-finished enclosure for $1, it's like such a no-brainer. He's got 1590Bs, and then, oh my goodness, 1590G, 1590LB, 1590 double B, 1590C, 125B, 1590 double D, those are huge. And then 1590 XX or 1790 MS, and that's what I ordered from him today. He also has a 1032 looper enclosure, and that's like, it's goofy Hammond box like that. Now, what I found, if I were to really cram everything in, like 8 pots, and then the 2 jacks, the power jack, the stop switch, I could do that. But I want to spread it out a little bit more. I want to have a little bit more room, and I find it easier when I have a lot of room to mount everything up inside the boxes. So with this 8-knob fuzz I'm building, this Wolf computer, I went ahead, it was $8.49 for the larger enclosure, 1590 XX, and then for an additional $1, I could get the black powder coated one. So I just went ahead and ordered that. And the dimensions on this double X are 145 millimeter by 121 millimeter by 40 millimeter. So yeah, that's a little bit larger than the 1590 double B. So let's not so much be shopping at places like Walmart or going to the big guy, the corporation. Let's support the little guy. Hats off to you, Lawrence Scaduto, for starting your own business. I discovered when I looked into his original music, because most DIY music is awful, his stuff is awesome. He does these recording techniques utilizing lo-fi and distortion techniques that are like incredible. And his stuff is really good. It's really versatile. So definitely check out his music. Check out his website, lovemyswitches.com. I ordered from him today, $6.50 flat rate. I'll expect to see that within a week. If he does run out of stuff, typically he ends up restocking very quickly. So huge thumbs up to this company. He's one of the people that I support. And I don't support all of the businesses in this pedal community. There's people that I don't like, and I wouldn't make a video about if you had a gun to my head. So it's not like I'm just, getting anything for doing this. I made the order today, and I put in a note. I said, hey, I'm going to do a video supporting your business. And I think if I already did this, because I make so many pedal related videos, if I already made a video about this company, consider this an update, because he's carrying a lot more stuff. He's got pots, he's got that Lundberg stuff, and he changed his name. So there. Thank you for joining me on Petey Twofinger. Peace.